Hi guys, so this will be for the general reading for Taurus for October. I'm going to do things a little bit differently this month. I'm not going to do love scopes. I'm going to do a general reading, and then anything that comes out we'll discuss. It could have to do with personal growth, spiritual growth, business, or love. Okay, so I'm going to try things a little bit differently this month, and we'll see if it's something that I stick with or not. October is going to be a crazy month, not only because there's 2 full moons, but there's just like a ton of stuff happening astrologically. So please look it up if you're interested. It's like way too much to go into detail for these private readings, or for these collective like general readings. But yeah, there's going to be a ton of changes happening in October. The first full moon that's coming up in Libra season will be in Aries, so there's going to be just a lot of forward momentum for everyone. So let's see what's coming up for you, Taurus. If these messages don't resonate with you, check your rising, moon, or Venus sign, and there may be some messages for you there. So I'm going to start with Wisdom of the Oracle for Taurus for October. Taurus. Okay. Observer, this one's been coming out a lot. I feel like a lot of people have been just kind of resting, okay? Just kind of looking at things that are going on. The momentum in October will speed up. It will speed up. But this has been the current energy for several signs. But let's see how particularly it pertains to your reading. Truth be told, you're seeing clearly about something now. Owls represent wisdom, right? And there's like a door here with a window through it. And you're kind of taking note of this. There's been some knowledge that has been gained by you through your observations. And you've gained a lot of clarity. Okay. Let's get an energy oracle card for Taurus. The Temple Path. Yeah. You're seeing what you're learning what your definition of abundance is. And you know the path that you've been observing this, right? And there's been a lot of clarity, and you know the path that you want to take. This also has to do with spirit, like spiritually, as well, your spiritual path. You're seeing this. Also in regard to love. So spiritualism and love are coming up. You've been thinking a lot about this, and you've had a lot of clarity about these things. Some lessons have been learned. Let's get a spirit animal oracle for the heart of the reading for Taurus for October. Porcupine spirit, time for beginner mind. You can't make this stuff up, you guys. This card's been coming out a lot for several. It's going to be different for every. The messages are going to be different, but this is like collectively as the human race, there's very similar themes right now with what's going on astrologically. It's going to be different for each zodiac reading, but this is a recurrent theme. Beginner mind, porcupine spirit. It's about letting down your defenses, observing things from the past. The moon can represent fear and intuition, looking at your intuition, looking at what you've been fearful of, what's been holding you back from growing in regard to romance and spiritually. Are you on the right path? These are all things that you've been examining. And you're trying to release your defenses for a new start in these things, in regard to these issues. And antelope spirit, life is speeding up. You can't make this stuff up. This is exactly what I was saying. In October, you're going to feel this momentum forward. You're going to be getting out of observer mode, and particularly working on healing in regard to things that have happened in the past in love, and also starting a new, or going down your spiritual path further, okay? For further ascension. Let's get a map oracle card. Protecting treasure. Again, as I said in the beginning, your definition of what is valuable to you, what your definition of abundance is changing. Your definition of your treasure is changing. Also, if you look here, this lady, it's not gender specific, okay? We all have masculine and feminine energies within ourselves. She's protecting her treasure. She's being protected by an umbrella. You're divinely protected. You're divinely protected, no question. I think you see this. I think you've noticed this. But also you're noticing that your definition of what is meaningful to you has changed. And you're kind of getting out of this, you're a beginner mindset about these things. You've had a lot of realizations or epiphanies and clarities. And the moon, again, intuition and fear. Teasing that out. What's your intuition guiding you? Not living out of these fear-based thoughts. You're starting to recognize the difference. See, it's amazing. Even though these cards have come out a lot for several readings, completely different messages for each zodiac. Let's get one more oracle from, what is this one called? Sacred Destiny. Sacred Destiny oracle. For Taurus for October. Change. Just like that antelope spirit, life is speeding up. Do you notice how this is a carousel horse? And just kind of taking off on a hot air balloon? I always refer to a karmic cycle as the carousel of karma. This carousel horse has decided not to get back on that wheel. They have learned the lesson about the cycles in their life in regard to love, in regard to being defensive, in regard to what's meaningful, and about spiritual, your spiritual path. This is about ascension, right? And heading towards change. Things are going to be speeding up for you, Taurus, in October, in regard to your connection, your transformation, balance. These trees are all connected with roots underneath the ground, and that's how they communicate with each other. So you're really working on communicating what's meaningful to you in your relationships, being clear with yourself, what path you want to take. You're definitely going to be, like I said, you're going to be coming out of observer mode really soon here in October. Let's clarify with some tarot cards. I'm going to use Tattoo Tarot. This is a great reading. A lot of growth here, a lot of realizations, a lot of growth, a lot of positive change. Observer for Taurus. The Hierophant, it has to do with commitments. And this is also your card, Taurus. You came up in your own reading. So again, that falls just in line with not only commitments in regard to love and your spiritual path and what you deem to be valuable to you, your definition of abundance, but also observing about yourself, your intuition and fear. You're learning to tease that out better, by far. And also releasing commitments that are no longer important to you and protecting the commitments that are. You're having a lot of realizations this month, and I feel like you're divinely protected. I feel like or if you don't, you will soon. You'll see this. The Temple Path. Two of Cups, it has to do with love. Completely. About soul connections. About soulmate relationships. That's like unconditional love. Unconditional. Porcupine Spirit. Knave of Wands. So this is the Page of Wands. This is about pursuing your passions with energetic determination, a very fiery energy. Time for a beginner mind, pursuing your passions, what makes you happy, what you deem to be valuable for you. And that's at the heart of the reading. Again, that fiery energy, right? Which is interesting for you, Taurus, because normally you're very grounded. The bull, right? But you're going to feel this surge of passionate energy coming up in October. Seven of Coins, reevaluating everything. Just as I was saying, Seven of Pentacles is about an investment in something for a return. It's also about reevaluating how far you've come. Reevaluating everything, right? Protect, like your definition of abundance. And abundance, Pentacles represent abundance. This is incredible. Change. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. This is about a wish coming true. This is about a wish fulfillment. Heading towards what you're hoping for based on your observations of self, no longer letting fear hold you back, learning to get off of that karmic cycle and go towards what you want. Okay. Just a cautionary card. Sometimes this can indicate alcohol. Okay. So if you're feeling a pull towards that, just remember what's important to you and you're divinely protected. All right. Unconditional love, right? And your spiritual path, that's what you're being guided. That's where you're being guided at this time. And you know it, you see it. But there are going to be some planets in retro, several planets actually, in retrograde in October. So it's good to know that there may be some triggers. There may be some triggers, but you're heading towards what you're wishing for. Just a caveat message, there may be a trigger in regard to alcohol. I don't see it being a real issue. You just may have like a passing thought, like, you know, using it as a coping mechanism or something. But I feel like you're getting off of that carousel to head towards what's truly meaningful to you and invest in that. Invest in that. Okay. Three of Swords is about heartbreak. Okay. The energy that I'm actually, this could have been a past energy. The energy that I'm actually getting it right now is in reverse. That's what I'm feeling from this card right now. You're healing this. You're healing this heartbreak. It's like, I feel like in the recent past it may have been this, but it's like, it's being healed for sure. So I'm gonna leave that in reverse because that's the energy that I get from it. Let's get some situations cards. For Taurus for October. But yeah, this is an incredible reading, Taurus. It's like a lot of growth and positivity, spiritual ascension, just as I said it. Are you kidding me? Spiritual path and awakening, that's written all over this reading. Hardcore. And I did talk about, I'm not going to take this one, but hamster wheel, getting off the wheel, right? That's what's changing. You don't want to be on that. You learned the lesson. Searching online, looking for info records. So you could be researching, all right? You could be researching about this. This could also have to do with something about your commitments. Or even like pursuing your passions. There's a lot of searching, right? You don't worry, it's coming. As long as you just keep doing the inner work, you don't have to search for anything. It's all within you. This is happening in October. Your spiritual path is going to be yeah. I feel like you're already, because it's in the recent past, so I feel like you're already along your spiritual path, but it's gonna like significantly be elevated in October. Wow, a lot came out. Okay. Let's see. So, hamster wheel came out again. I guess that one wants to come out. Surviving and daily hustle. So that has to do with the carousel of karma that I was talking about that you're getting off of. That served its purpose, right? And now you're looking for more than that. That's what it's saying. That's clear to me now. You're like, there's more to life than this. There's more to life than this. This can't be all there is. I mean, you know that. And that's what this is saying. Your definition of abundance is changing. Or has changed. Alien, telepathic dream songs, yeah, you're getting messages. And that's also what this observer card is. So not only are you observing like your inner thought processes and having lessons from that about yourself and your commitments, but also you're observing the messages from the universe in regard. This is very clear. This is very clear about your spiritual path and spiritual ascension. Wow. Wow. So yeah, pay attention to your dreams, to songs, to like a sign that you see randomly, or, you know, someone tells you something in passing or something like that. These are all, you know, if you're like, was that a sign? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And then this commitments. This is your card. The Hierophant is the card of Taurus, which is about commitments. Long-term relationship. This could have to be in regard to your spiritual journey or about a soulmate connection. Okay? Or even about like just learning the difference between conditional and unconditional love. But you're like, there's more to life than this. It's actually like this, right? You're like, no. I'm changing that. This is like the Matrix, right? Wow. And then lockbox, closed in, trapped, frustrated. Again, I feel like this is, your spiritual path is going to significantly excel in October. Healing that heartbreak, not feeling closed in, trapped, frustrated anymore. This SOS. It's like this is again that heartbreak and SOS in the recent past. But you're getting a wish granted because you're doing the work. You're getting a wish granted. So recent past, right? I feel like it's actually like this. Heartache in reverse and feeling trapped in SOS in reverse. You've had massive realizations recently that are setting the stage for this. This is incredible. Wow. Okay. That's a great reading, Taurus. So I'll be curious to hear how your October goes. Again, if it didn't resonate, please check your rising, moon, and Venus signs. Otherwise, I hope you have a great month, Taurus. I'll check in with you next month. Bye.